it's RV travel day. We are all packed up. We're leaving Sultan, Washington. We've been here for a month, so we're itching to leave so bad. We're so ready to get back on the road and start exploring. So come along with us for a travel day in our 42-foot Brinkley. I'm about to show you what everything looks like before I pull the slides in. I'll pull the slides in and we're headed somewhere really fun. I found somewhere on the next leg of our trip that looks really cool, so I'm excited to show you guys. Alright, so here is the living room kitchen. I'm about to pull in both of these slides. Really, it's just getting everything off the counter, making sure all the cabinets are pushed in, which I just noticed this one is not. Good thing I noticed that. And then I bought these like little clips that hold this one and then our one in the kitchen closed because they have opened before on travel days. Alright, so we've got that. I double checked everything. We've got our lock on our fridge. This lock has always done us good. We've been using it for a year and a half and knock on wood, nothing has happened. So, you know what I also forgot was this plate. I'll put under the bed in our room so it doesn't stay in there and break. We've got our ottoman hooked up there, so I'm about to pull in the slides in here. Alright, that took about 5 minutes. We've got the living room packed up. We've got Chase's room here. I love this little bed. It just can keep the bedding on there and just fold it up. We've got shoes and stuff here that never really moves around. We've got, to double check, we've got our shower door locked in. Archie's cage fits in here perfectly, so it actually works out. And we've got our bedroom slide pulled in. So I'm going to turn off all the lights and head outside. I forgot to mention it's 5:30 in the morning. What'd you say? I can pull everything? Yeah. We just got pretty much everything done, pulled up. It's probably like 5:40 by this point. Donnie is pulling the jacks up now. And we're aiming to be out of here around 6. We usually give ourselves like 35, Donnie a little longer doing the outdoor stuff, minutes to pack everything up. So we'll do that now. Dirt. Alright, we are pushing the front up and we're about to hook up. I'll show you guys our process. We have the Gen Y gooseneck, which we really love. So we can usually get it on the first try, crossing our fingers that we do this time. Alright, so he pushed it up. He normally lines it up like, you know, side to sideways, and then I'll show you once he gets back kind of far enough, I kind of guide him enough to come back that it will sit right on the ball. Yep, got it. Right. Thanks. I'm gonna put these away. Always check inside of these things. You'll find some nasty things in here. So we almost always will rinse these out, especially if we're staying somewhere like muddy or grassy. These things get super dirty and bugs and all kinds of stuff like to go in here and make a home. Oh, so you already got the switch? No, I don't need to do it again. Okay, so he already got the switch. I am just walking around and I'll make sure everything is locked. Donnie just checked the door. He just got the chocks up, so that's the last thing that we need to get. check the propane, and then we will be off. I'll also just look around and make sure all the windows are shut, all the slides look okay, and just that nothing looks out or out of place, but everything looks good. Donnie will do a few walk-arounds, check the outside, look underneath, you know, all that. We do all of our, like, if we need to pump up our tires at all, or all of that stuff at least a few days before. Caught that one, so that one's not locked yet, but I don't know if the chalk is in there. Let me see. Yeah, the chalk is in there, so I'll just lock this one up. We'll be good to go. Alright, this was our spot in Sultan, Washington. We stayed at Cascades RV Resort. Absolutely great place. Huge spot, as you can tell. I mean, we're hooked up, but still, we had tons of room when the truck was hooked up. Oh my gosh, hooked off. But these spots are huge. You get this huge rock pad that you can like park on, whatever, and then you get your own huge area here with turf, picnic table, and then this spot, 101, has this, it's an end spot, so it has this grass on the side, obviously for communal use, but really convenient to have. So we are headed out, Sultan, Washington. You've been good to us, but we are ready to go. So we are pulled out. Donnie is throwing away the trash that we had in the back of the truck. I've got our TPMS set up, and then I just set up our trip in RV Life. We use this app for navigating because we can set our length, height, all that, route preferences. So I'm gonna put in here where we're headed, and by the time he gets back in the car, we'll be all set to go. A travel day essential. Peach vibe, always, never anything else. And we've got our trip pulled up. We've got about 6 hours today. We may stop a couple times. We normally would stop maybe once, twice, but we'll see how many stops we take today. We can check in at 2. So we wanted to get out of here to avoid traffic, early traffic here, especially around like Bellevue, Seattle. So we'll take our time getting there.
White goat standing there just looking at the door, not moving his head back all the time. I wonder what he's fixing to do, break in or what? In Idaho yet, or you still in Washington?
We literally just left like 8 minutes ago.
Oh, well, that's me too. We both started out at
6 a.m. and 7 a.m. One, it makes sense, but two, it's like, it's right. Yeah. It's almost like if I took 10. Honestly, I never watch how anybody throws balls.
First stop done. It's about 8 o'clock, so we're like 2 hours in and still 4 hours away. We actually thought Idaho, or where we're headed in Idaho, was on mountain time because everywhere else we've been in Idaho is on mountain time, but we just figured out it's actually still on Pacific. So now we have another hour to try to kill, so we're not in a rush to get there. We just took a quick stop, went to the restroom, let the dog out, and now we're headed back on the road. Love's Hall. Stopped at Love's. It's what, how many hours? We have about
3 hours.
3 hours left. Got another Celsius. Donnie got trail mix. Chase got this jerky. This is the best jerky. And then I got a Chumps.
Now turn left and then turn
Mini
right onto
Funyuns.
Pritchard Road West.
What else did we get? And a Gatorade. Just stopped at the Blue Beacon in Spokane. Got a quick wash. We're gonna get our tires dressed, trying to kill some time. I did call our next place and they said it was good to come early, but they did say if you're coming like in season, that's not always doable. So we'll be there in about an hour. Alright, we just got to Ravenwood RV Resort near Coeur Idaho. We are backing in the RV, so I'm just giving Donnie a call because this is how we normally do it. Yes. You can come back quite a bit. No, you can go, you can push it more to your side if you want to. Stop right there. Let me check everything out. Yeah, this is good. I'd pull up maybe a couple more inches, but other than that, we're good. Yeah, that's good. That's good right there. Right, now we're just auto leveling before I put the stairs out. There goes the other side. Okay, success. Alright, so now at this point I will put out the stairs, go inside, put out the slides, and pretty much set up everything inside. Donnie is going to set up outside. And I don't always do this, but it was a little bit of a bumpy ride, so I'll normally have Chase come in and look to see, at least in like the living room, if anything fell out of the cabinets. You want to come help me? Do your looking job. So Chase normally will just crawl back there and look around to see if anything fell out of the cabinets.
You good?
Good? Make sure we're good to put the slides out. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
What's spilled? Coffee?
It didn't spill. So I just hooked up. We actually use a T-Mobile hotspot and a Starlink, and then we have like different devices. We have a lot of devices, and we do a lot of like live calls and streaming and things like that. So we have some devices hooked up to the T-Mobile, some on the Starlink. Depending on place to place, obviously connection with one or the other is sometimes better with one versus another. I am just going to get our appliances, coffee machine, air fryer, things like that hooked up, getting ready to open the fridge, which is always a little nerve-wracking. And besides that, we're pretty much all set up. Alright, I got the air fryer set up. I've moved this from this countertop, and this is kind of our new air fryer's space. We recently got this Ninja Crispy Pro, and I love it. This acts kind of as our oven, air fryer, roaster, proofer, everything in one. And then we have our induction burner that we use for like pots and pans and stuff. So this lives here for now. This isn't normal, but we did find something that I guess kind of sort of broke. We noticed the bathroom door was closed when we got here and the locking mechanism wasn't working. So that's what Donnie's doing. Okay, Donnie figured out how to fix the door. I guess there's a little mechanism up here. You can kind of feel it. It almost feels like a is it the hexagon feeling thing? Yeah. Yeah, it's like up here where you'll take 2 fingers and turn it counterclockwise, and now it works. So it's locking into place. It just wasn't like locking when it was opened or closed. But someone in the Brinkley group, Donnie posted a video in there, helped us out. So thank you to whoever that was if you're watching this video. Most important part is plugged in, set up. All I need to do really is fill our water filter, our AquaTrue, but Donnie is flushing the tanks right now, so we'll wait to do that and put the ottoman out. I really won't put too many like decorations or things like that out because we're only here for a week. Just kind of the necessities, appliances, things like that. I usually try to keep packing back up light whenever we're somewhere, usually like a week or so or less. If we're there like 2 weeks, a month, obviously I'll get things out, make it feel a little more homey. But this will be somewhat of a quick stay here. We're gonna have a fun week though. Ravenwood's actually hosting us, so thank you to them. We are gonna go to Silverwood, which is right down the road, literally a mile down the road, and Ravenwood actually has a shuttle that will take us there. So right from the RV park, you can go to the theme park. So I'm excited to stay here. The ladies up front were so nice. I met Susan and Kelly, before I forget their names. So sweet, and gave me so many different like recommendations for the area, restaurants, things to see, places to go. So it will be a fun week. Alright, we just put this out. I normally wouldn't put this out for a week, but we recently started our own business, or an extension of an existing business that we have, and our orders are actually in here. So we started selling our own essential oil relief roll-on blend, and we ship them out right out of our RV. I have our printer set up, and everything that we need is inside of here. We actually got 4 orders for that while we were on the road today, so we'll need to pack that up and then either find a local post office, or if the front office ships out going mail, USPS, we'll be able to ship out of there. So that's a little piece of information you may or may not have known about us. We actually have owned a company, online company, for going on 9 years now actually. And we just started with the relief blend. So we do that and some other online marketing work for ourselves. We own our own online businesses. So that's how we make money on the road. We've done that for ourselves since 2017, full time. So we've already had our own income stream, kind of remote. We can really live wherever and do what we do, which is pretty cool. And one of the reasons it was kind of an easy decision to start doing RV life, because we already moved around quite a bit. Donnie and I think moved like 13 or 14 times even before we started RVing. So we're used to moving around, we're used to changing. So RV life really is like the perfect life for us. We came from Washington. The diesel here Donnie keeps pointing out
$2 less.
Yeah, almost $2 less. It was like
$7.40.
$7.40.
Turn right onto Idaho 54
where we
west.
left in
Then
Washington,
you'll turn left onto
like
the ramp,
right outside of
quarter lane
Seattle,
Silverwood.
and it's $2 less in Idaho. So it'll probably keep getting cheaper and cheaper, I imagine, the more east we go. it's in the left drawer in your... No.
It's still testing, that's the thing.
Yeah. We got back from the grocery store. Really just have been hanging out. I'm doing some work on the computer. We are just going to relax the rest of the night, hang out. Our spot here at Ravenwood, it's really nice. It's beautiful here. There's so many trees, but not so many trees like right over your rig. In a really pretty place. We drove to the grocery store. We've already found some state parks and some lakes that we want to visit while we're here, along with Silverwood, of course. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys soon in the next video.